party barge. It's the Marty party barge.
Will you meet me in the middle?
Listen to those pontoons. Get it?
Sitting in the morning sun.
I heard them and I came running.
I'm the captain of the boat for this little adventure.
This floating venue in Florida sets sail to delight crowds along the canal from a distance.
Let it be.
The first time we went out, it was really just we had the posters, and we weren't really sure what the reaction was going to be. We were just going to do it.
And it's been overwhelmingly positive.
A lifesaver just when we need it most.
Tell me something more.
So I think everyone should be giving back some shape or form. If everyone would just donate an hour of their time, imagine where we would be.
This is what life is about. It's being music on the canals. How much better can it get?
You're about to find out. Welcome aboard. This is Good to Know.
It cheers everybody up. It cheers me up to be able to help. It cheers up my staff.
She sprinkles a lot of magic over the community.
I almost cried. Right away, I almost cried.
It helped me to overcome my fears and overcome my barriers of life.
Hey everybody, this is Good to Know, and I'm your host, Lindsay Boach. 30 minutes of good people doing good things. And we start in California at a brewery that's brewing up some good things.
For more than a decade, Hess Brewery has helped quench San Diego's thirst for craft beer.
We've grown to be about the 10th largest brewery in San Diego out of the 160 that are here. We have 4 locations in San Diego that are tap houses, 2 brewing locations.
But despite his success, he's proof no matter how popular your product is, everyone is affected by COVID-19.
When we got closed down, all of our locations got closed down. They allowed us to stay open from a manufacturing standpoint, so that's been great.
For Mike, this pandemic not only hit business back in March, but home too. His daughter Keely was diagnosed with osteosarcoma cancer at the age of 12.
And through the course of the year of treatment, she was often what's called neutropenic, meaning she had no immune system at all. White blood cell count was 0. And so we have been living in this, wash your hands, sanitize, gloves, masks thing for a lot of the year. So
Keely was one of the reasons he added a different alcohol-based product to his menu, one with no age limit.
We're in the alcohol industry, and hand sanitizer, particularly the one that we're selling, is 80% solution. We've been able to secure the supply chain, and so we've got sanitizer bottles, and now we've got a production crew to put it together.
Not only does Hess's hand sanitizer helps folks stay clean, but a portion of profits are going straight to pediatric cancer research foundations. Mike said they too, at a time like this, need all the help they can get.
During this time, the charity donations a lot have gone down. We see that across the country, so we thought this would be a great way where we can put people back to work, do some good in the community, and raise money for these foundations that need the money.
So now, whether he's filling bottles up with cold, crisp beer or that other hot commodity to keep hands clean, he's serving multiple essential goods to stay open during these tough times.
It was a wash and wax job James Stratford will never forget.
He asked me to clean the truck. So before he got to the truck, I say, hey, whatever you want, you take with you. Whatever's in here goes in the trash. He said, okay, no problem.
Stratford owns My 5 Mobile Detailing. A few hours after he was done cleaning Russell Mears' car, he got a phone call from Russell about money he lost.
What kind of money you talking about? So he said, $20,000. And I dumped up where I was getting the car at. I jumped straight to my feet.
Russell owns several gas stations and convenience stores in the area, including this mobile gas station. He was going to deposit the cash, but forgot 3 bags full of money under the passenger seat of his car before handing it over to James for a wash.
I almost had a heart attack, to be honest. I could not pay my employee. I couldn't keep the door open. I don't know what I would do.
Russell looked in this dumpster where James told him he threw away some of the trash bags. He found one of the bags, but the other 2 were still missing. After searching, James found them in this garbage can nearby, where he typically dumps trash.
In the coronavirus, where ain't nobody working. Ain't nobody working. You know what that 20 bands could have did for me and my family?
But this father of 5 says after an early life full of bad choices, his decision was easy.
You got to plant the seeds how you want it to grow. And all my life, I've been in the streets, in and out of prison. You get what I'm saying? So I'm tired of that. The new me say, man, be honest and get it by. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I did.
Not even one single bill was missing. I almost cried. Right away, I almost cried. God is watching us. And as much as I like to see, I hope our community gets better. And honesty is very important nowadays.
Wait right here. Good music is just beyond these doors. You just need a password to get into the FM Music Speakeasy in Kansas City. And just like the speakeasies of the 1920s, admission is limited. But a simple text gets you access to vintage records and a private shopping experience.
For myself, it's, I think, a safe way to reopen, and I want people to buy records. That's why we open the store, and that's what I have fun doing, is running a record store, and that's what I want to get back to.
Shoppers can dance around the store, sampling anything they like, all by themselves. A throwback solution solving a modern-day dilemma.
Hey guys, Morgan Clark here from Morgan's Diner. I'm doing a little bit of baking today.
Before there was Morgan's Diner, there was Morgan Clark, a singer-songwriter trying to make it in Music City.
Now I'm sort of thinking, was it all my fault? I play venues when life's normal.
The virus forced her to find a new way to support herself.
I felt lonely when this whole quarantine started, and I wanted to bring comfort to people through music and through food, those are the things that I find comfort in.
So the retro-loving 29-year-old created Morgan's Diner in her kitchen.
When I first started out Morgan's Diner, I didn't even think I would sell one quiche.
What might be helping Morgan sell her dishes is her fresh take on home deliveries. For all her customers, she performs what she calls a 6-foot song.
Each place that I go to, I kind of see the situation and see what song could I sing. Thank you guys so much for your support.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna sing you guys my new song, I Start to Spiral.
Morgan's singing this family her original song, Unshakable, which she wrote before the pandemic.
Because it's about people joining together during like crazy times in life. I always know this, but still remaining unshakable. Oh, yeah, unshakable, unexplainable, hot to hot, unbreakable.
If there's one thing that Morgan the baker has taught Morgan the singer, it's that she doesn't need a big stage to connect with an audience.
Being able to actually see someone live and not through Facebook Live, it's as healing for me as it is for them. Being able to get out of the house safely and, you know, just bring joy to people. Unshakable, unbreakable, you and me. Don't give up, don't give up, baby, just don't give up. Nothing will hurt you, break through. Well, it has been an odd year for students all across the country, but we found some students in Colorado who are making the best of it.
It starts like every other senior video.
I got a dream, so I can't stop now.
A look back at all the fun had by the senior class at Smoky Hill High School in Aurora.
Throughout the whole year, I just wanted to document and tell the story of the class of 2020.
Jaden Vaz is the mastermind behind this video.
I just wanted to give people a sense of hope. Something they can look forward to in the future. That they can actually look at high school as a good experience.
I am officially declaring a national emergency.
But then COVID-19 took over the world, and that led to the end of in-person learning and a mass exodus at Smoky Hill, leaving Jaden with nothing to work with.
Things happened to change, and I had to adjust to that change.
That adjustment made Jaden's video more remarkable than it ever could have been in normal times. Jaden showed mom and dad first.
My wife and I, we cried. We literally cried because we didn't know what he was gonna do. We didn't know what the turn was gonna be.
My name is Mateen Kaligi.
The final moments of the video,
Smokey really shaped me to the person I am.
consisted of FaceTimes and Skypes.
We can overcome this, we can overcome anything.
The message I'd like to give to the class of 2020, keep that vision and go be great.
He's a good kid, and he's got a great eye, you know, and he's got a great vision for editing and storytelling.
Jaden's video is exploding online with 10,000 plus views already on YouTube, another 3,000 plus on Instagram.
I've actually gotten a lot of great feedback from my classmates. A lot of them have texted me, they've called me, they've told me how much it's impacted them, how much it's made them feel emotionally.
The word to describe class of 2020 would be resilient.
Resilience. Resilient.
Iconic.
Pride.
Persistent.
Diverse.
The perfect touch during such imperfect times.
It's all right that things have changed, but we just have to look forward to the future.
The class of 2020 is unstoppable.
In Wisconsin, students are getting a lesson about some superheroes that you don't always see in the movies.
Mr. Gavin Smith, the IT teacher from Milwaukee College Preparatory, is known for dressing up as a superhero and decorating his class with superheroes too.
You know, when they come into a classroom, they need to see a positive reflection of them.
But it's not just Superman and Batman. He incorporates as many black superheroes into his classroom as he can.
When children come into the classroom and see images of superheroes that look like them, it makes them feel like, you know what, I could be super too.
But the coronavirus has changed things. Kids aren't in school. However, Mr. Smith has taken that in stride and shifted his focus from comic book superheroes to real life ones.
Right now we have nurses, you know, that are and doctors that are on the front line of what's happening right now.
He communicates that message with his students and has them write letters to parents and teachers.
They are superheroes right now. They're not wearing capes, but these individuals are just as mighty as anybody who we read about in the comic books.
Because anyone has the potential to be super.
Over time, those scholars don't pay attention to the superheroes on the wall. They're looking at you. You're the superhero.
And Mr. Smith is a superhero in his own right.
Well, there is so much more that's good to know, including an incredibly unforgettable Zoom call.
We were sitting there ready to get to play, and all of a sudden a little block comes on the corner of the screen, says Brad Paisley, and we're like, what?
What? Yeah.